We're in Innamincka. You're funny. Tracy's gone crazy. We're at the gravesite of William John Wills, who was second in command of the Burke and Wills expedition, born in Devon, England in 1834 and died near here about the 29th of June 1861. We're at Tanner's marker, and on the inscription here it says King found here 1861. So this is where Tanner placed his marker when he retraced the footsteps in the late 40s and early 50s. There's a monument for John King, and he was of the Burke and Wills exploring expedition, was rescued on the 15th of September 1861 in the nearby creek by E.J. Welch, who was part of the relief party of A.W. Howitt, who established Camp 32 in this vicinity. And behind it there's a blaze tree, King's Blaze. It says on the 15th September 1861 John King was found near here. The rescue party was sent from Melbourne to search for the lost explorers Burke and Wills. King survived 10 weeks after the death of Burke and Wills thanks to the generosity of local Aboriginal people. Tracy decided she wanted to hang around in Innamincka for have a lay day. And Tracy's killing mozzies and making something here. What are you making here, Tracy?
I'm making coconut roti.
Coconut roti.
To have with our beef curry casserole.
Just a touch, eh? Cheers. Smells delicious.
Good.
Pity this isn't smell-o-vision.
Nice.
Which is at the site of Burke's grave. He died here on June the 29th, 1861. And on September 19th, 1861, a rescue party arrived to find Burke's body. They wrapped him in the Union Jack flag and buried him here. And some time later, a retrieval party from Melbourne came and exhumed his body and gave him a state funeral in Melbourne on January the 21st, 1863. And here's a monument under the coolabah tree where he was laid. This is also close to Camp 66 when they were heading north. There's a little conjecture here as to when Burke died. On the monument over here it says the 28th of June. On the information sign just over there says the 29th of June. In the book we're following, it talks about him walking around on the 30th of June. Sunday the 30th of June. And he gave his notebook and everything to King, the survivor. King stayed with him till he died and said...
The night was very cold and Burke spoke very little. The following morning, Monday the 1st of July, King found him speechless, and about 8 o'clock he expired. Well, we've gone from Sunday the 30th of June...
Correct.
...to Monday the 1st of July.
Which cannot happen because there's 31 days in July. So based on that, we assume that he died on the 31st of July. The Cooper Creek on the Burke and Wills Bridge. Camp 65, the Dig Tree.
The Dig Tree Historical Reserve. This is the site of the Burke and Wills Expedition Depot Camp 65, from which Burke, Wills, King and Grey journeyed to the Gulf of Carpentaria in 1861. The depot party remained at this camp for 17 weeks and returned to the Darling River after burying supplies near the Dig Tree. Burke, Wills and King returned to this depot during the evening of the day that the depot party departed. Burke and Wills both perished some weeks later near Innamincka. The three blazes on the Dig Tree were BLXV on the Trunk Creek side, Dig 3 feet northwest on Trunk Land side, and December 660 to April 2161 on Limb upstream. There remains some uncertainty about the Dig inscription. The depot party and King recalled the distance as 3 feet, while the early settlers recorded as 40 feet. This is the location of Bray's Stockade. It was slowly destroyed by floods, so in 2011 researchers from the Burke and Wills Historical Society used some historical photos and they did a site survey to locate the site of the stockade. So they've put 4 posts, one on each corner, to mark it.
And that's pretty well directly behind the tree that Bray has marked as Camp 65. Under the carving likeness of Burke, in the face tree is the carvings that's R next to the O there, which you can't quite see. And the camera anyway, ROHB.
Yep.
I believe that's Bray's tree with the camp date in it. And the tree to the right is the original Dig Tree with the inscription Dig, no longer visible. And just up the road from the Dig Tree is a little hut that's full of information. Talks about William Bray, the officer in charge of the Dig Tree Depot. John King, the sole survivor. Dig Tree wedding in 1929. The mystery of the Dig Tree blazes. The face tree. Dig Tree explorers. We're on the Innamincka Sargaminda Road, known as the Innamincka Road.
Or Adventure Way.
Or Adventure Way. And we've just stopped, not only to put some air in my tyres, because I've been on a lot of dirt road, but this is an interesting area to do with camps and also Will's reconnaissance missions.
So they did 4 reconnaissance trips.
And one of them passed pretty well where we're standing.
So the first one crossed here, and then the next 3 basically, as we continue in an easterly direction, or westerly as they were going, but the way we're going easterly, about 5 kilometres apart. And they all started from Camp 63. This is the Cooper Creek crossing, and this Innamincka Road crosses Cooper Creek at the 13.8 kilometre wide Balera-Nakala crossing. So for the next 14 kilometres there'll be over 70 culverts and bridges crossing numerous river channels and lignum flats.
And there's a lot of water. It's right up under the bridge.
There's a huge amount of water. It's all heading for Innamincka. And we're told that areas around Innamincka will be closed within the next week and a half or so. This is the road that leads us down to Nakundra, which is a station. There's a hotel there and a camp area on the river.
Well, this is our camp in Nakundra. We're on the Wilson River, which is just below us here. This is also close to Camp 56.